Oh, I've got the wrong shirt on tonight. I just noticed I've got Stock Markets with Bruce on, and I'm on the air. Well, can't change it. I got the right logo up there. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to the big show. No, I don't think I need to do.
Put my finger over the camera while you're changing.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I
No,
could play sultry music.
you could play. Oh, how you doing, everybody? Welcome to the show here, Monday, March the 10th, 2025. Jen and Uncle Bruce here to say hi to you today. Traveling with Bruce, TWB. What's going on? How is everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well and being healthy and taking care of yourselves and spending quality time with your friends and family and all that good stuff. Welcome all to the show. And you notice in the background, this is Rancho Mirage. Well, it's the view out of my dining room window here. You really can't see very much. This is just some condos across the way. The best view actually is that direction. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me give you a little peek at where we are. What the heck? Jen is always suspicious. You want to show them where you are? You could be swatted, you know. Here we go. Here's a little picture of our view. Windows, obviously. This is our kitchen window here, and palm trees and golf courses. You know, that's what it's all about. And if you look this direction, there you go through here and through there. That's the mountains to the west. That is towards Los Angeles. And of course, there's a putting green right in front of us here. People are teeing off way over there, and they're coming down the golf path. They're going down a wash to come up the other side to come to this green here. Yeah, it's pretty. It's very nice out. You can see here a little better view maybe of the western view. I'm just bumping up against the window here to give you a little picture of that. Yeah, gorgeous sunny day today. No complaints. And what can I say? Welcome to Raj Mirage. Hope you're doing well wherever you are out there. Hopefully weather is reasonably agreeable with you. It is not overwhelmingly bad. You know how it is. Being winter, don't mind me. I'm plugging in my computer again. Don't mind me. I'm getting all my power cords reestablished, so I don't lose power doing the show, you know. We don't want to have that. That would be bad. Here we go. Ring. We're back. We're powering back up again. Here we go. And I can now add a little more light to the thing. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, TWB. It's your buddy Bruce here. Hope you're all doing all right wherever you are, as I say. The old cruise business, I was looking up some what to talk to you about regarding cruising today. And there was those terrible storms off the coast of Australia, Brisbane in particular. I guess a number of cruises that start and end in Brisbane were canceled. Ships could not come back to port. So they avoided what would that be? The typhoon, hurricane, what we would call it. And so, of course, the beginning of cruises was delayed. The ending of cruises was postponed. And, the whole usual thing is what happens with cruise ships. We know this out of Miami and Fort Lauderdale and any other ports in the U.S. that are affected by hurricanes. And obviously, whenever there's bad weather in the Caribbean, ships avoid certain areas as much as they can and keep you safe and keep you in warm, tropical, smooth water rather than in the middle of a raging sea, if at all possible. Anyway, so I know that news was out over the last several days. There was that kind of news going on, and then there was a tragic story about some female performer who they don't know if she purposely jumped off her ship or was assisted in jumping off a ship. There was some kind of an argument. I don't know. I don't want to bring you that kind of stuff. There are other YouTubers out there who are covering everything cruising, and it's all they do. And I've kind of given up the full-time cruising news kind of stuff. But I will say, I will talk to you tonight about something else. I saw a little 4-minute video today that was posted on YouTube. I caught it this morning, and it happened to be a story of a woman that is living full time on a cruise ship. And as it turned out, the ship was in port, I believe, in Miami. And a reporter somehow found out about this woman, and they were able to arrange a scenario where I believe the reporter and a cameraman, could have been husband and wife, I don't know, for a TV station, got on the ship, and for 4 or 5 days were on the ship through the Caribbean, and then got off the ship. I don't know if it went back to Miami or not, but the passenger who was full timing stayed on the ship to keep on going. And so they spent some time with her and got to talk to her about what it's like to live on board a cruise ship full time. And the story is something like she's about 65 years old, and she's single. She's not traveling with anyone. She's traveling on her own, so she has her own cabin. She has her own balcony cabin, so she's likely paying primo money, maybe paying double the fare, or she's made an arrangement with the cruise line to go to take a cruise and another cruise and another cruise, and she got some kind of a deal on a multi-cruise package buy that would put her on the ship for 6 solid months, 7, 8 months. I don't know. I don't know if the ship was only doing Caribbean stops or whether the ship was doing an around the world. But I believe she was doing an extended trip on this particular ship. I'm curious whether any of you ever thought of something like that. Had you ever wondered about what it would be like to go on a cruise ship for a really long period of time, not just through the Panama Canal to maybe Australia out of New York or Florida, or an around the world cruise one time only. Apparently she has gone now on 3 round the worlds. She has been on ships for a while and loves it. She basically said that what she did to be able to do it, and I'm going to assume that she was either single, widowed, is on a pension of some kind. She said that she sold her house, sold all her stuff, sold her car, and got down to a few, let's say, items that are of sentimental note. Maybe those are being kept with some of her children. I don't know. But she's traveling out of a couple of suitcases. And she unpacks when she comes on a cruise ship. As you are all familiar, when you get on a cruise, you unpack one time, and then you stay in your cabin for as long as you're going to be there. And of course, in her case, she's staying 3 months, 6 months, 8 months, and maybe transfer into another ship beyond that one. So you're packing up very occasionally, moving to another ship, and then whatever, right? I'm curious whether any of you ever thought of doing something like that, and what has held you up, or what has turned you off from thinking of doing it, or is it still a possibility in your lives? Could you handle it? I did note in this piece, in this roughly 4-minute video, the reporter did engage with her and found that she found it was easy to make acquaintances on board the ships, because the word gets out. The staff of the ship knows she's a full-timer, and she'll be introduced to other passengers by the cabin, the crew, if she wanted to be, and be introduced as a full-time traveler. Well, that just opens up a whole world of discussion now. Tell me all about your life. And so she has made friends on board these voyages, and I'm sure she's kept in touch with emails and so on. And in some cases, I'm sure she's sailing for a month or 2 or 3 at a time with a number of couples or other people that are on an extended voyage that just happen to merge with her time on the ship. And so she's hanging out with this couple here for 2 months or 3 months or what have you. And I imagine she's meeting up with them at trivia time, or meeting up with them when it's maybe once or twice a week they have dinner together, part of the ship's itinerary, right? Going to the shows, perhaps they're interested in taking dancing classes, and all the events that are going on a cruise ship. If you're 65 and older, or 60, 65, 70, and you're in relatively good health, going on a ship can make a lot of sense, because you're really not going to be lonely unless you're a hobbit and you lock yourself in your cabin. But if you're out taking a stroll on the promenade deck and you participate in all kinds of ship activities, you're going to be surrounded by people, and after a while, some folks are going to recognize you as a regular, especially if they're regulars. And I can imagine there's the bonding of friendships that take place. I'd like to know something else. One, have you ever thought of this? Number two, if you were to consider being on a cruise ship for like a year, or you're going to go cruising for 2 solid years, and you might be on 4 different ships over that time frame, something like that, what would you take with you specifically that would be over and above what you would normally take with you on a typical 1-week cruise that you're on anyway? I was asking Jen this question about stuff like, well, if we were to be we knew we were on a ship for quite some time, wouldn't we eventually be tired of some of the clothing we're wearing, and wouldn't we want to have something new once in a while? And Jen just said, well, that's what shopping's for. I mean, you go to get off the ship in Sydney, Australia, and or in Brisbane or in Perth, and you're walking around town for a while. You're bound to go into a store or two to pick up underwear or socks or what have you. I guess that makes sense. And you would have clothing for the season based on where you are. Obviously, that for the next 6 months, this ship is going to be in the southern hemisphere where it's summer. It's winter in the northern hemisphere. So you're going to be heavily packing summer wear as opposed to heavy winter wear. Makes sense, right? But I was wondering about other items, one-off stuff that you'd want to take with you as a specifically for this kind of a cruise. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm throwing these ideas at you because you can respond, and then I'll read them, and we'll discuss this a little more. First of all, let me say hi to everybody. Sharon is here, number 2 tonight. Kevin and I are back from our Panama Canal cruise on the Celebrity Beyond. I'm still exhausted, but it was a great trip. And how did the rest of it go? Are you is it the first time you've ever done a Panama Canal cruise for the two of you? By the way, was this the ship that Captain McCoo is still running? Is she still on that ship, or has she now already left that ship? Was that the one she was on? Because I know she's announced that she's leaving Royal Caribbean. Ken, hi, Bruce and Jen. Hi, Bruce and Jen from Saginaw, Michigan, saying hello. The temperature's 59 degrees. It's balmy up there. And clear. Do I dare run the gas out of the snowblower? Gas is 308. Good evening, all. Janet and Ken, thank you for joining us and saying hi. Robert Mailhout is here. Number 5 thumbs up for Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Hello, everybody. I wonder if there's trivia tonight. I said, yes, there is. He went, cool. Trivia, the topics tonight, varied, some of which include music, food, movies, and more. Ms. M, hello, everybody. Number 5 thumbs up. Robert, hopefully I have enough battery life for tonight's show. I hope some cruise news as well. Good, correct logo tonight. Yes, the logo I made sure to put up. There's the correct logo. Kirk Brunson's YouTube and Facebook channel. Hello there, Bruce and TWB family. Kirk from New York City is here, and he is working tonight. Welcome, sir. Robert and wrong shirt. Yeah, well, what can I say? Kirk, number 10 thumbs ups. Thank you, buddy. Deanne, reasonably agreeable in Pasadena, California. Okay. Ken, did anyone catch the U.S. tanker at anchor being hit by a Portuguese cargo ship in the North Sea. Both ships are burning. This is a huge environmental disaster. Apparently, the one ship had jet fuel for U.S. military aircraft, and the other one was a container ship, and they collided, and there was an explosion, and apparently no one killed. Everyone evacuated, from what I gathered. I don't have any more than that detail. The Gonzo Cruiser health insurance cost, it's got to be ridiculous. You got to wonder, I guess, depending on your condition. Jim Thomas, butt loads of cash is what you'd need to pack. Laugh out loud. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. You're going to need a lot of money. Sharon, the cruise went very well for us. This was the smoothest ride we'd ever had. No vibrations, and we weren't bothered at all by the occasional white caps. Just a gorgeous ship. There you have it. Sadly, this was Beyond's first cruise without Captain Kate, whom I really wanted to meet. And there you go. Isn't that just the way? Roger, longest cruise princess that I've taken, he says, 34 days, Florida to Antarctica and disembarking in Chile. 34 days. I got a question for you guys up on my channel tonight to answer the poll question, or the question of the day. How long has you been your longest cruise? Jim Thomas, I'm the 13th thumbs up, by the way. Thank you, Jim. Let's take a look at that question, the thumbs up meter, and the question of the day. 16 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. Welcome all to the program. The longest cruise I've ever taken was for less than 10 days. These are your choices. 11 to 21 days, 22 to 50 days, or over 50 days. And so far, 16 of you have managed to answer the question here in the first 17 minutes of the show. And it's a 47 percentile now. 17 votes are in. 47% of you are saying less than 10 days has been my longest ever cruise. 41% are saying 11 to 21 days. 12% are saying 22 to 50. 22 to 50, and no one has said any cruise over 50 so far. So there you go. Keep those answers coming in if you're just joining me tonight. Love to find out how that kind of works its way up. What I was thinking about, if you're going to take a round-the-world cruise, or you're going to be on a ship as a full-timer, kind of, quote-unquote, what would you take that you might not normally take on a cruise? I've got a few thoughts on that, but first let me get to this comment. So, Sharon, our ports were Cartagena. The Echo Park at the port area was fabulous, and Aruba. Roger says second longest, 33 days round trip, Tahiti Viking. Wow, that must have been great. That also must have been great. That is cool stuff. Long cruise, yes, health insurance for sure. You're going to have, I would think, you're going to have some sort of worldwide health insurance that covers you wherever you are on the planet within reason. I mean, first of all, let's get real. You're never going to be on a cruise ship that goes to North Korea, so you don't have to worry about getting health coverage in North Korea. But I would think that if you had health insurance, knowing you were going on a cruise that was going to include Asia, maybe include New Zealand, Australia, maybe it includes the Middle East with stops, you get an appendicitis attack in Dubai, you need health care in Dubai, right? And then what about evacuation? If it's a serious issue, a serious health issue, you need to be flown from, you need to be flown from Barbados back to the United States, or you're from Canada and you need transportation back to Canada after a hospital stay. I mean, all this, you need that kind of comprehensive insurance. That's going to take some shopping to do. You'd also want to get, I would think, a worldwide cell phone plan, some kind of a worldwide cell phone plan. On the other hand, though, if you're on a ship for an extended period of time and they include an internet package as part of your cruise, maybe that's part of your overall pricing, your gratuities, your Wi-Fi, maybe 2 specialty dinings a week. I mean, I don't know. But definitely a phone plan if you if you think you need it, or you're probably going to have to become adept at keeping in touch with relatives and friends, pardon me, and friends using your laptop computer, your iPad, even your phone on Wi-Fi only, not on the telephone. But of course, if you can use something like, Messenger or other services that could let you do face-to-face discussions with friends and family, then do you need a phone plan? Now do you need a phone plan? Maybe not, right? Um, Jen was thinking that if you're just going to do a 1 week cruise, you're going to pack everything you need, for that 1 week cruise, and you're not going to go and buy stuff the third day into a cruise for the rest of the cruise. I mean, it's unlikely. You're going to treat the cruise as an extended hotel stay on a floating hotel. Makes sense. But she mentioned something like, well, you might want to get your own customized pillow, which you don't bring with you. You might end up, say, let's say you flew to England to start your cruise. I'm just totally pretending. You would fly to to London, and you'd be there several days before to adapt to the time change and all that. You would go to a store in London to buy a pillow, a custom-made body pillow, neck supporting pillow for side sleepers, a pillow with maybe a wedge pillow that looks like if you look at it from the side, it looks like a triangle. It starts very small and then it expands out and it raises you up. That might be a specialty purchase you make that you're not going to traipse with you in baggage. You're going to just buy it before you get on the cruise for Southampton boarding. Or if you fly to New York to catch a cruise out of New York, you would buy it in New York, have it with you in a separate bag because you're not flying in an airplane anymore. You're in New York to board a ship in New York. At the end of the cruise, you decide what to do with it, whether you leave it behind or whether you squish it into a bag and try to make it work. I don't know. But that was one of those thoughts I had about an extended full-time staying on a cruise ship. Wouldn't you want to have a specialty pillow that met your perfect needs, right? I would also think that something like I'll call it a morning coat, rather than be saddled with a ship morning coat that might be, for me, too small for my blessed ice cream laden belly. I'd want to buy a morning coat that was really oversized, really big and oversized with 2 deep pockets. This will cost me money, but it is plush and soft, and it's not one of those terry cloth feeling morning robe coats. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be comfortable on a extended stay on a cruise ship for months at a time, and my cabin was down the hall away from the laundry area where I could do my laundry from time to time, I'd want to be able to schlep with my bathing suit on and my morning coat on with my flops in the hallway to my laundromat over there. I think, it's, after all, it's my house, It's not that I'm going to go into the main dining room wearing my morning coat, but if I'm going to a swimming pool, we've seen it, Jen says. We've seen people do this. But if I were going to schlep to the pool, I'd want to wear my morning coat, and then have I don't need to bring a towel with me because there's usually ship towels at the pool. But you know what I'm saying? I'd like to have that kind of, rather than the, not so high-end morning coat that they provide you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious. Anyway, I'd love to get your thoughts. Anyway, Sharon saying that, sorry, my keyboard locked and I had to reboot, by the way. So Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire is where they ended up at also. We were concerned about being able to take our Panama Canal excursion to the Pacific because it often gets canceled. but we were able to take it. Oh, right on. It was the best of all worlds. The Atlantic locks in the big ship and the Pacific locks on the ferry. It was a very long day, but a truly unique experience. There you go. Stephen Butler, number 19 on the thumbs up meter. Coyote, hey, Uncle Bruce. Hey, everybody. Sylvia, number 20. Hello, TWB family. Sylvia is ready for trivia tonight. Welcome. Sharon, a propose of your discussion. This 11-night cruise was the longest I've ever taken. And it was a really long time for me. 5 to 7 nights is my general limit. It was a great ship, but it's good being home. There you go. Jim, couldn't you use a portable Starlink? I don't know if you could, because, the ships turn and twist. One day you're in port facing north-south, the next port you're facing east-west, or I don't know, my friend. I'm not sure about this. I think, though, Jim, there are new there are new companies now that are launching satellites into space that will be capable of providing, through your telephone provider, direct satellite link to your cell phone. It will come a day in the not too distant future where your iPhone 16, 17, you won't need a fancy dancy satellite link phone. A regular cell phone with a regular plan where you can upgrade to satellite coverage through AT&T, Verizon, will allow you to do a satellite link around the world. Is that mind-blowing? It's coming real fast. It's really, and it'll be available to millions of people. So it'll be a much more affordable, high volume plan. I'm guessing so, what it is. Paul, hi, Rose, just got off the Panorama Saturday. Who is Rose? Nothing has changed on the cutbacks except they keep coming and not stopping. Had a good time on the Mexican Riviera. Nothing has changed on the cutbacks. Keep coming and not stopping. I'm reading it completely right, but you were on the Panorama and the cutbacks on Carnival, less and less for more and more. What you're talking about, I'm gathering, and I hear you loud and clear on that. What else do I think? Oh, Jen was also saying, if you were thinking of going on an extended cruise, and even if you do a 5 to 7 day cruise, some of you might be taking with you your Kindles, those books, the electronic book. But if you didn't take a Kindle, if you're just going to take your phone with you on a regular cruise, but if you're going to do an extended cruise, I would think you bring your laptop, which is what I am talking to you on. I got my iPad. I'd be bringing that and a Kindle to download books and read books. I guess it depends on the ship you're on. If you're on like the Queen Mary 2 for an extended round-the-world cruise, that ship has 10,000 books in its library at the top, at the front, the largest library at sea. And so you're going to be not having any shortage of books to read. Of course, if you're Kindling and you've got internet, high-speed internet, you can download a book off of Amazon as a Prime member all the time. And, Jen knows all about that. She's a real aficionado in that area. All right. Something else that she mentioned that I think you would do on any cruise, no matter what, is you've got to bring along those magnetic hooks that you'd put on your wall for extra, hanging up your bathing suit, hanging up your morning coat, hanging up whatever. Those have got to be a must-have. Some of you are using them now. Some of you never thought to use something like that. But Jen and I had these magnetic hooks with us on the Queen Mary 2 last year, and we did the 7 days from New York to Southampton, and then 12 days Southampton back to Southampton. So we were on the ship for 19 straight days. Those hooks were gold, Jerry, gold. We used them also on the way back from Hamburg back to New York, 10 days return. Absolutely wonderful to have those handy. They're very powerful too. They're very strong. They hold a lot of weight. Yeah. They held a wet towel, no problem. That's right. And then the one thing that I always bring along, I have yet to forget it, and I'm amazed that at my ancient age that I don't forget this. even down here, I remember to bring them binoculars. Binoculars. You've got to bring binoculars. And I have seriously thought that the day may come someday that I'll spoil myself and I'll get myself a real nice pair, because I am using a pair of binoculars that I bought in the year 1999. These are 26 years old. I bought them at a London drugs store in Vancouver, British Columbia for maybe $50 max. And they're fine. I mean, they're binoculars, and they give me a nice view. And I've taken them on cruises. I have taken them on trips to Europe. Every time we go to Europe, every time we're down here, I remember to bring my darn binoculars. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. But I would love to have in my hands stabilizer binoculars, those electronic stabilizers with the electronic zoom capability that I can control. I would love to have something like that with extra wide views. Those cost money. But that would give me a lot more incentive to have them with me on a cruise when I walk around the deck to look out over, ports of call and stuff like that. But if I were going on a extended trip on a cruise ship for many months, without question, I wouldn't have my regular binoculars. I would upgrade to a higher caliber set. But that's something that interests me, that turns me on, to be able to look out over the sea and see, oh, there's a ship way over in the distance. I'll go up to the top of the ship, the 13th, 14th, 15th deck, whatever it is up there, and I'll find the sheltered from the wind spot, and I will then grab my binoculars and zoom in on what is that ship over there. I really enjoyed being able to look at ships in the North Atlantic coming and going with us that we were catching, or ships that we were passing the other direction. And I loved to look at them from a distance several miles away. That was pretty cool. Southampton was a neat port, a very neat port to look at with binoculars, because there's so much going on in Southampton. It's not simply a port for passengers. It's a port to import and export vehicles from, and container ships and grains. And there were huge windmills in pieces, like windmill blades and so on. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff to see in that port. That was a massive, interesting port. And I did enjoy observing the goings-on in Southampton, as we did in other ports like Liverpool, and when we got to Cork, and we were in Greenock, and Hamburg, of course, and Le Havre, and of course New York when we left and when we came back. It was great to have the binoculars to look at downtown Manhattan from the cruise ship. Really cool. I mean, super cool. So that's something I would definitely invest in as an add-on, rather than some cheapo pair of binoculars, Just my thoughts. There you have it. Jim Thomas, she helps you remember them, doesn't she? She helps me remember everything. Indeed. Well, there you are. That's just some thoughts about around the world or an extended stay on a ship. I don't know if I could handle it. I don't know if I could do it. Jen and I together, I don't think it will ever happen. I don't think so. If I were widowed and after the party and and I recovered from the hangover and beat off all the women that would be chasing me, then would I go on? So many women. Would I then go on a ship, to get away from it all, or go after more women? Jen's really getting a kick out of tonight's show. I just want you to know, the one person that's really enjoying herself tonight is Auntie Jen. She is loving this show. She is laughing, she says, because she's going, he thinks he's going to outlive me, that pathetic sap. Say that again, dear. See, you forget that I make the food, she said. You see, so, how long have I got after she goes? Am I like a Gene Hackman? Am I going to die about a week after she dies? Oh my, are there any rats around here? Any rodents? Oh my goodness. That was a terrible story. It was, yeah. 24 thumbs ups have come in. Thank you, everybody. 22 votes now have come in on this poll question. 55% of the responders now, that would probably be 12 of you guys, have said that the longest cruise I have ever been on was less than 10 days. And that doesn't surprise me, I suppose. 11 to 21 days, 36% of you. And 22 to 50 days, 9% have said, I've been up to that. And then over 50 days, nobody. No one here tonight yet has said that they've been over a 50-day cruise. That's interesting. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, everyone. Sharon, you don't need to be widowed. You can just take the cruise after Jen drops you for Brad Pitt.
There you go.
Yeah, he's knocking on the door. Yeah, Sharon, he's right outside waiting for Jen any old time. Yeah, Roger. Sharon knows. Sharon and Jen drink together, and they've got stories. Oh, the fantasies just never end. Roger, number 24. Thank you, my friend. Oh my God, I what I saw at Carmine's was unbelievable. Oh. Yeah, I was at the other end of the table, and thank God I was, because it was safe down there. It was a lot safer at that end of the table than the anti-Jen end of the table, where Flint Creek Soap Company was, and Sharon was, and who else was with you over there? Oh my God, it was Kevin was there, of course. It was out of control. It was Larry and his pal, and yeah. Oh, we had a good gang at our meet and greet in New York. That was a lot of fun. It cost me a fortune, but it was a good time. My goodness, yes. Maryland to Greenland, 14 days, says Larry. That's the longest trip I've been on, Maryland to Greenland. How did you get home? Did you fly out? Curious, that's interesting. Very interesting there. Yeah, for us it was obviously 19 days. We did New York to Southampton, didn't get off the ship, stayed 12 more days. So we did a 19-day segment. That was our longest. And then we added 10 days at the end of our vacation last year to come back to New York. So we had 29 days on the Queen Mary 2, but in two separate distinct time frames. But yeah, it was a nice trip last year, and something that I think about often. I enjoyed it very much. Anyway, okay, are you ready for some trivia tonight? You guys ready for some trivia? I got trivia questions going here. Jen and I were test driving them earlier to see how they would work out. And she was having a really good time. So I think we're going to be okay here with our trivia questions for this evening. Let me set up the first one if I can. And here we go. Are you ready for trivia? Here's the deal. For trivia, what I generally do is I ask you a question, and all you need to do is type in an answer. And a couple of requests. One, no cheating. Don't be going looking on Google for your answer. And number two, when you want to answer the trivia question, these questions have many correct answers. Send me one answer at a time. Don't send me three answers in one guess, one at a time. This gives everyone a shot to just type in their guesses, and away we go. The first question has 63 correct answers. All right, there are 63 correct answers to this trivia question. So you guys will have ample time to get your guesses in here to the question of the day. All right, thank you. Yay, trivia, says Sharon. Yay. Susan R., hey there. 27, hey there, number 27 here on the thumbs up meter. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for answering the poll question or the answer of the day. 26 results now have come in, and we have thumbs ups coming through. Thank you all for that, and welcome all to the program. Let's play some trivia and say hi to us if you can. Okay, here we go. Here's your first trivia question for Monday night. Tell me the flavors of Campbell's condensed soups. When you go to your grocery store, you see all those Campbell soups sitting there. Tell me the 63 various varieties of Campbell's soup. Those red and white cans that you all grew up with if you're in the US or Canada. I'd love to know. Talk to me about your favorite flavors or flavors you remember your parents liking or your brothers or sisters or aunts or uncles or cousins or roommates in college or friends at work who would bring stuff, one bring them to work and eat them at work. Stephen Butler, mushroom soup. You know what? There's more than that. There's all kinds of mushroom soups, actually. There's actually all kinds of it. Sylvia's thinking tomato soup or tomato. Yes, there is the family favorite tomato soup. Absolutely. Sharon, chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle. Yeah, that's a family favorite. Absolutely. Double noodle O's, says Sharon. Double noodle O's. Oh my goodness. It's correct. It's a kid's soup. Double noodle chicken. Yeah, how about that? Sylvia, chicken noodles. Chicken noodle soup. Oh, we got it. Yeah, we got chicken noodle. Jim Thomas, cream of mushroom. See, now that is correct. There's all kinds of mushrooms. You see. This is why I'm kind of going, oh, geez, this is not so simple. Cream of mushroom. Correct. Great for cooking and family favorites. There we go. Ken Karaka, vegetable soup. Yeah, it's a classic. It's one of the classics. Roger, cream of mushroom soup. We got it. Sharon, clam chowder. Clam chowder. Let me take a look here. I'm not finding clam chowder. Can you believe it? Nope. I'm not finding clam chowder for chicken noodle soup, for Campbell's condensed soups or regular soup. Debbie Emanuel, chicken noodle. Got it. Thank you, Debbie. Keep guessing. We need more. Stephen, split pea soup. Oh, that's a classic. That's a classic flavor right there. Oh, that's good stuff too. Sylvia, mushroom. What kind? Kevin, asparagus, Bruce. Asparagus. You know what? No. Believe it or not. Let me check something else. But I'm going to give you one. It's cream of asparagus. I'm going to give you that. Yep, cream of asparagus. Kirk, cream of mushroom. Yes, we do have cream of mushroom. Debbie, cream of chicken. Do you have cream? Yes, great for cooking. Cream of chicken soup. Sirloin burger. No, I think sirloin burger is the soup in the big cans. Those Campbell, what were they called?
The football cans.
Yeah, those, they had the chunky soups. Those are the bigger, no, I'm talking about the smaller red and white can soups. Canned vegetable, beef, yes, sir. Another one, beef pepper pot. Beef pepper pot. Don't have it. I've got a bunch of beefs, but I don't have a beef pepper pot. Sharon, cheddar cheese. Is there a cheddar cheese? Yes, there is. Great for cooking. Cheddar cheese soup from McDonald's. Kirk Brunson, chicken and dumpling, buddy. Chicken and dumpling. Now, there's something. Let me take a look here. Yes, chicken and dumplings, a classic. Absolutely, sir. I got 63 to look through. That's why it takes so long to find these. Broccoli, Bruce. Is there broccoli soup? There's broccoli cheese. I'll give you that one. Broccoli cheese, Kevin. Ken Koreka, beef barley. Beef barley. Let's take it. Yeah, I'm going to give you this one. Beef with vegetables and barley. Okay. Sharon, chicken and stars. Chicken and stars. Chicken and stars. Yep, chicken it's a kid's soup. Yes, sir. You got it, kids. Roger, minestrone. Is there a minestrone? Yes, there is. There's minestrone soup, classic. Kirk Brunson turkey. Is there turkey soup? Is there a Campbell's turkey soup? Nothing showing under turkey. Kevin, the Thai chicken and rice. The Thai chicken and rice. You think there's one of those, Bruce? Let me take a look here. Let's see here. There's so many kinds. I'm not showing anything with Thai in it. Thai chicken with rice. I'm not getting anything with that. Minestrone. We have chicken gumbo. Ken Correcca, chicken gumbo. Yes, it's a classic chicken gumbo. Chicken and rice, says Sylvia. Chicken and rice. That's another classic. Yes, it is. Debbie Manuel. Bean and bacon, my childhood favorite. Yeah, classic. Absolutely, bean and bacon. Oh, yeah. That with bean and bacon with some bread on the side or something. Oh, my goodness. A meal in itself. Kevin, clam chowder. Clam. Well, I'm not finding clam chowder. And I'm still looking. I have not found it. If it pops up, I'll credit you for that. Onion soup, Bruce. Onion soup. Was there ever any onion soup from Campbell's? Yes. French onion. We've got great for cooking French onion soup. Here we go. Cream of chicken. Did we not already have that? Let's see. Yeah, we've already got it. Sharon, clam chowder and sirloin burger are Campbell's chunky soup varieties. There you go. Minestrone, we've done. I believe vegetable, we've done. Alphabet soup, Susan R. I've got chicken alphabet. I'll give you that. Green pea soup, Bruce. Yeah, green pea, another classic, absolute classic. A cream of potato, Bruce. Oh, man, I'm getting hungry. Yeah, cream of potato, we got it. Chicken and stars, we've done. Beef consomme. Yep, that's great for cooking. Another one. Jim Thomas is just thinking rice. Was there just something called rice soup? No, nothing, just rice from what I can tell. Yeah, so you got to tell me what with, right? Beef consomme, we got. Spicy tomato. Is there a tomato, a spicy tomato? I'm not showing one of those. Chicken gumbo, we have. Vegetable beef soup, we've done it. Pepper pot, we've been looking for pepper pot. Here it is. It's a classic. Pepper pot. Someone had pepper pot earlier, but this is simply pepper pot by itself. Boston clam chowder, they're not giving up. No, you're not finding that. Ham and potato. Ham and potato. Nope, I'm not finding ham and potato in classic Campbell soups. Beef and rice. Beef and rice. Nope, I'm not finding beef and rice. Nope. Robert, have a bagel with lunch. Have a bagel, Uncle Bruce. Ms. M, hot and sour soup. Is there something ever called hot and sour soup? Nope, not under the Campbell brand. Beef broth. I think here it is. It's great for cooking. That's another one. Beef consomme and beef broth. Kevin, you nailed it. We got a whole bunch more. We got 2 more beef style of soups. We got some more chicken varieties here. Then we have some vegetables still. Another mushroom style. We have some kid soups that are sort of named after a theme park in the United States, of which there are 2 particular locations of this gigantic theme park. One in Florida, one in California. Oops, late for the question, says Miss M. Sylvia, chicken vegetable. Is there chicken vegetable soup available? Yes, there is. That's another one. That's a classic. And vegetarian vegetable. Yes, there is. I can't believe it. Vegetarian vegetable soup. I can't believe they called it that. And it's a classic. I had no idea. This is great. Miss M, well done. Well done. I thought, no, vegetarian vegetable. What the hell is it? What is that? Is it like,
Vegetarian broth.
is there a beef? I mean, is there chicken? I mean, vegetarian vegetable. There is.
No, but the other vegetable soup is in a meat.
She's telling me about the meat broth. Tomato basil soup. Nope, but there is another tomato soup available, but it's not the basil. I know, I love it, says Miss M. I know this soup. You can't go wrong if you're naming your favorite Campbell soup for me. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong at all. Oh my gosh, love this. You know those little crackers that you can buy in the stores, at the grocery stores, and they come in containers that look like milk containers, but they're little crackers inside orange and white containers that look like milk containers. Do you know what crackers I'm talking about? Specific brand. There's soup from Campbell's to do with this. Sylvia's thinking Disney chicken. You're talking Disney, aren't you, for the kids, right? I am. Is there Disney chicken soup or something along those lines? No. I'm gonna give it up because there's Disney princess soup, and I have no idea what the hell that is. There's Disney Pixar cars soup. What the hell is that soup about? I have no idea.
I think the noodles look like cars or look like princesses.
That's what she's saying there. Italian wedding soup, Bruce. Yeah, Italian style wedding soup. Yes, there is. Goldfish crackers, goldfish. Yes, goldfish. You nailed it with the goldfish. And I'm going to give you guys a couple soups. There's a kid's soup called goldfish pasta and meatballs, and another one called goldfish pasta. So you got the goldfish ones done. Amazing. There's another one here for DreamWorks Shrek kids soup. DreamWorks Shrek kids soup. Can you believe that stuff? Another kids soup called Curly Noodle. You'd only know if you're a parent and had to buy this stuff for your kids. Otherwise, how would you know this stuff? I mean, come on. Isn't it amazing? There's another soup called Home Style Chicken Noodle, and you guys already guessed chicken noodle, so I'm going to give you that. We got Miss M going golden mushroom, Bruce. That's another one, golden mushroom. That's right. There's another couple of other mushrooms. There's a creamy chicken noodle. There's the, where's the other one? Cream of mushroom with roasted garlic. Doesn't that sound great? Yummy. Oh, and the clam chowder. Everybody was guessing all kinds of clam chowder. They do make a clam chowder, but it's not Boston clam chowder. It's Manhattan clam chowder. Is that kind of against humanity? I don't know. And then there's also another kid's soup called Mega Noodle. Oh, and there's another one, New England clam chowder, not Boston clam chowder. So there's Manhattan clam chowder and New England clam chowder. I mean, it's kids soup here, Nickelodeon Dora the Explorer soup. I'm not making this stuff up. Isn't that amazing? Kids stuff. Sylvia, I don't know any other soups left on the gym. Cheddar cheese, Bruce. I think we did cheddar cheese. I think we did. I think we did. Excuse me. Yeah, we did cheddar cheese soup. Now, beef noodle, if anyone guessed it and I missed it, there's beefy mushroom. I mean, really. Chicken broth, chicken mushroom barley, chicken noodle O's for the kids.
Wild chicken.
Chicken with white and wild rice, chicken wonton. Kevin, you might have been onto that. Cream of broccoli, cream of celery, cream of chicken and mushrooms, another one of the mushrooms, cream of chicken with herbs, cream of shrimp. Great for cooking, Fiesta nacho cheese Campbell soups. Classic lentil, old-fashioned tomato rice, old-fashioned vegetable, oyster stew, Scotch broth, Southwest-style chicken vegetable, and tomato bisque. If you ever watched Seinfeld, I had the bisque. Then yada, yada, yada. You yada over the best part. Oh, I mentioned the bisque. That is the end of the chicken soup, the Campbell soup flavors, 63 of them. Uh-oh.
My joke.
Okay, it's time for the Auntie Jen show here on TWB. It's time for the joke of the day from Auntie Jen, or maybe more than one. Why don't you tell the kids the joke of the day? Go ahead.
What's red and white on the outside and gray and white on the inside?
There you go. Any guesses?
You don't sound very optimistic that they will know this.
Well, we're going to wait and see if we get any responses. Repeat the joke one more time.
What is red and white on the outside and gray and white on the inside?
Sharon is reacting to her soup flavor here. Double noodle O's isn't just for kids. I'm just saying. There you kids of all ages.
That's right, kids of all ages.
Any idea on this joke? Anybody get the joke? There are 26 people here. So far, no responses. The answer to the joke is...
Well, no, give them a hint.
Oh, give him a hint. Oh, you give him a
Because
hint.
you just did Campbell soups, which is
okay.
red and white on the outside, which you said a few times.
Yes, it's red.
So,
But what's gray and white on the inside?
it's gray and white on the inside.
I can tell you right now, one of the two of us that are here thinks this is a really funny joke.
We used to have so many of these when we were kids.
There you go. Kevin is going, Campbell soup can? No, it's not Campbell soup can. No.
It's Campbell's cream of elephant soup.
Cream of elephant soup? A
Did
gray
you
and
guys
white.
have elephant jokes when you were younger?
Oh, THR chef Debbie Manuel, nothing I want to eat. Bruce's Speedo. Stephen Butler wants to know. Oh my
It's
God.
Campbell's cream of elephant soup.
Cream of elephant soup.
Fine,
she-
fine.
You want to do another one?
Okay, just a minute.
What was the other one you had?
Okay,
Okay.
what do you know if you see 4 elephants coming down the road, all wearing the same jacket?
What does it mean? What does it mean if 4 elephants are walking down the road, all wearing the same jacket? Oh.
See, I think you should make them wait to get the answers.
How long? How long do I make them suffer?
No one's guessing.
No one's guessing the answer.
I can't believe you people didn't have elephant jokes. It means they're all on the same team.
Ah,
Come on.
Sylvia, run like crap.
Run the other way.
Run away, run away. Sylvia, these are good safety tips. I'm telling you right now. I gotta close this because my face is becoming dark, unseeable because of the background is so bright. There we are.
There you go.
The poor camera.
Okay, I'll
can't
let
keep
you
up.
go on.
Too much fun. Too much.
Did you have, did any of you guys have light bulb jokes? Like how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb? No?
They're waiting for me to give them trivia. They're not here to give me jokes. I'm the one providing the trivia. You're the comedian today. You see.
That's so good though. Cracks me right up.
Cracks me right up. Would you like your second trivia question now? Let Jen reload her comic act and get ready. Here we go. Tell me the countries of the world, and there are 14 of them that I'm looking for that happen to have a Costco store or more than one Costco store. What countries of the world have a Costco? Fire away with your best guesses. I figured a few of these you'll get very quickly, of course. Elephant ear sandwich, but out of bread, says Jim Thomas. Debbie, yes, I just do not remember the answers. Sylvia, Spain. Yeah, there's 5 Costcos in Spain. Super West, Canada. 109 Costcos in Canada. There's actually more Costcos in Canada per capita than in the United States. Sylvia, Mexico, Bruce. 41 in Mexico. Kevin got Canada. Sylvia, thinking Turkey. The country of Turkey. No Costco's in Turkey. Canada, we have Great Britain, the UK. We have 29. There are 29 Costco's in the United Kingdom. Ms. M, of course, the United States, right on 616 locations. That includes Puerto Rico. But Canada, with 109 and only 1/10 the population, that's equal to 1,090 Costco stores. There are more Costco's in Canada per capita than any other country in the world. Kevin had the USA. Sylvia, USA, of course. Roger, Australia. There are 15 Costco's in Australia. Ms. M, France. What about France? There are 2 in France, 2 Costco's. The Philippines. The Filipinos. Nope, none in Philippines. Ken Koreka, South Korea. 19 Costco's in South Korea. Ken Koreka, Japan, Bruce. Yeah. 36 Costco's in Japan. 36. All righty. Larry, Taiwan. Yeah. 14 in Taiwan. Ms. M, what about Germany? None in Germany. Russia? None in Russia. New Zealand, Sharon is wondering. Yes, there's 1 in New Zealand. 1 Costco in New Zealand. United Kingdom, we've done. Ireland, Larry's wondering. No, not Ireland. He said Iceland. Pardon me. It's Iceland. There is 1 in Iceland. Probably Reykjavik, I would imagine. Robert, good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. You have a good one, buddy. Super West is wondering, Denmark? Are there Costco's in Denmark? No, there's 2 countries left. Greenland? No. Canada? No. I need a country in Europe, and I need a country in Asia. Those are the 2 last countries where you'll find Costco's. We've already had New Zealand, Iceland, France, Spain, Taiwan, Australia, South Korea, United Kingdom, Japan, Mexico, Canada, and the USA. We've got England, so we're looking for a country in Europe, and it's not the Netherlands, nope, and a country in Asia. Stephen thinking, well, China, yeah. There's 7 Costco's in China, 7 now. Thailand, we've done already. Belgium, not the one I'm looking for. Singapore, no. China, we've done. 1 European country with 1 Costco. In this 1 European country, there's 1. It's not Italy. We've already done France. We've done Spain. That's it. The UK is no longer part of Europe. What would the country be? Switzerland. Good guess, but that's not it. But it starts with an S. It's not Finland, but it's next door to Finland. Across the water from Poland. What country am I talking about? Starts with the letter S. Ken, you got it. Sweden. 1 in Sweden. Just 1 Costco. 14 countries so far with Costco's. All righty, that is number 2, done and done. We're working on now the next quiz, the 3rd quiz of the night. Super West, you got it too. Are you ready for the next quiz? Thank you, everybody, for answering my question of the day and also helping out with the thumbs ups tonight. It's much appreciated. We now have 34 thumbs ups that have come through here. And we have 32 people voting on the question of the day. The longest cruise I've ever taken was for less than 10 days, 53% of you. 11 to 21 days, 31%. 22 to 50, 12%. And over 50 days, 3%. That means 1 voter has said 50 or longer days at sea in one go. How about that? More guesses are coming in. Thank you, everybody. All right, here's your next question. Let me set up my marker here. Can you name the Duncan Hines cake mixes? Can you name the Duncan Hines cake mixes? What flavors of Duncan Hines can you buy at the grocery store? There are 25 Duncan Hines flavors for cake mixes. 25 of them. Oh my gosh. Vanilla is being said here by Sharon. Vanilla. And if you're close, I'm going to give it to you. It's French vanilla. And you got it. We've got French vanilla. Sylvia, chocolate. Chocolate. Now, let me take a look here. We've got, how many of the chocolates are there? There's 1, 2, 3. There are 4 kinds of chocolate, and none of them are called chocolate. So give it another shot. Devil's Food. Yep, and that might be a chocolate flavor anyway, isn't it? So that's 5 of them actually. A yellow, Jim Thomas, do they have yellow? Yes, classic yellow. Yes, Devil's Food. We have Devil's Food. Cherry, is there cherry cake? Can you get cake that they call cherry? No, I don't see one with the word cherry in it. Golden yellow. Well, there's classic yellow, and that's about it right there. Lemon, yes, I think so.
Because the yellow isn't lemon.
See, yes, you see what I mean? Let's see now, lemon. I can't find anything with lemon in it. Yeah.
Oh, that's not true.
Maybe it was the other brand, but I'm not finding lemon. A German chocolate, Bruce.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's one of the chocolates, German chocolate. Red velvet, yes. That's another version. Is that chocolate? I don't even know. Strawberry Supreme. Strawberry Supreme, we got it. Cherry, haven't got it. Caramel. Yes, a caramel cake available from Duncan Hines. Bunt cake, the Greek, my big fat Greek wedding. Bunt. No, they don't have bunt cake. I can't find bunt. I'm looking and I do not find bunt. That's more than the cake, then that's true. Banana. Ken is wondering about banana. Banana Supreme from Duncan Hines. Getting hungry? Butterscotch. Butterscotch. We have a couple, like we have butter recipe fudge and butter recipe golden. So we're going to give you both on those. Pineapple cake. Pineapple Supreme. Birthday cake. No, they don't call anything birthday cake. Oh, lemon Supreme for the lemon lovers. Found it. A chocolate fudge, Bruce. Chocolate fudge. A dark chocolate fudge. Yes. Spice cake. Yes, spice cake it is. Chico cake? What is that? No, I don't have anything like that. Pineapple we've done. Chocolate fudge we got. Fudge chocolate. Red velvet. Pound cake. Is there a pound cake? New. Fudge? Just fudge. Yeah, fudge marble. How about that? Strawberry cake, birthday cake. There used to be a cherry. That might be Betty Crocker version, but this is Duncan Hines. What about milk chocolate, Bruce? No, I don't have a milk chocolate cake. Funfetti. I'm going to give you confetti, and they call it confetti. That might be the other brand too. Stephen, red velvet, we've done it. Orange. Sharon is wondering about orange. Yeah, orange supreme cake, spice cake, carrot cake. There's carrot cake. Pumpkin cake? No. Marble we've done. There's a hole in the cake. Bunt. There's a hole in the cake. Do you? I'd make you a nice meat dinner. He doesn't eat meat. He's not a meat eater. That's okay. I make lamb. Okay. Pineapple Supreme. I think we've done the Pineapple Supreme. German chocolate. We've done it. Chiffon. No, I don't have a chiffon. Carrot, we've done. Chocolate chip cake. Chocolate chip, nope. Dark chocolate, Bruce, nope. Nothing yet. How many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. No, 7 left. 7 left. Okay, chocolate chip and red velvet and rainbow. Neither. I'm looking for, I want to give you hints, I guess. Red velvet. No, not red velvet. It's named after a fruit. You've already tried pineapple. You've tried cherry. You've done strawberry. I need another fruit. And it's a fruit and something else. And when you hear this, you'll go, oh, yeah. When I go to the state fair, I can buy this fruit dipped in this stuff on a stick, and it's ooey gooey good. What am I talking about? Only when you're teenagers do you eat this stuff. Kids, chocolate chip, strawberry, apricot, apple and spice, or apple. Apple is the fruit. What's the other ingredient that I'm talking about? How about banana chocolate chip? No banana chocolate chip. You take a stick, you put it in an apple, and you dump the apple in what? And it gets all glazed over. You remember caramel apple? Yes, caramel apple cake. Apple caramel. Yeah, that's a flavor. Banana we've done. Banana nut, caramel, apple. Oh yeah. Another fruit I'm looking for. The fruit itself is inside a hard shell. You have to bust it open to get at it. You find this fruit on trees in Hawaii and in the Philippines and Indonesia and on deserted islands. And people break these open and drink the water from inside it. Coconut, yes, Kevin. Coconut, Ms. M, yes, coconut supreme cake. How about that? Coconut cream? No, but coconut. I need a chocolate cake named after a country. Okay. A nickname for a country, actually. Where do you find famous chocolate in the world? Belgium you've already done, by the way, so it's not Belgium. What is the country I'm looking for? By the way, classic white cake was not guessed, but I'm giving it up. And angel food cake is another version. German chocolate? No, and German is just the name of German. No, it's another. There it is. Cruiser Swiss chocolate. Yes, Swiss chocolate cake from Duncan Hines. Ms. M nailed it, and Debbie's got Switzerland. You nailed it. Now there's the country of Mexico. There's a kind of a cake that is famous from Mexico, and it's seasonal here. It's available here occasionally, and it is delicious. Swedish chocolate brews? No. We've already got Swiss. And then there's one more kind of chocolate cake, and it's a, how do I give you a hint on this one? Oh, here we go. Dulce de leche. Yeah, tres leche cake. Leche, tres leche. There it is. Stephen, you got it too. Yeah, there's one more. If you're a baseball player and you hit the ball really well and you run like the Dickens, you'll run all the way to a point on the diamond and stop, and they'll say, oh, he just hit what did he just hit? If you hit it really well and you run a long way, but you don't quite make it home, you don't quite get the home, but oh, you went a long way. That's the chocolate I'm looking for. It's not a single chocolate. It's not a home run chocolate. It's not a strikeout chocolate. It's not a pound cake. No, it's not a home run chocolate. Triple chocolate. There you go. It's a triple chocolate cake. Thank you all. That was Duncan Hines. 25 flavors. Let's read them over again. Unbelievable. We have angel food, apple caramel, banana supreme, butter recipe fudge, butter recipe golden, caramel, carrot, classic white, classic yellow, coconut supreme, confetti, dark chocolate fudge, devil's food, French vanilla, French marble, a fudge marble, German chocolate, lemon supreme, orange supreme, pineapple supreme, red velvet, spice, strawberry supreme, Swiss chocolate, tres leche, and triple chocolate. Doesn't that sound awesome? Doesn't that make you want to go to the grocery store and get one of each of these and try to make them? I mean, my gosh, triple chocolate each and every time. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do another quiz, another trivia question. Okay, let's get this set up right here, right now. Thank you again for being here. Again, 34 or at least 34 thumbs up. We have 38 votes for the poll, the question of the day. 36 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, very much. And the longest cruise I've ever taken, 11, less than 10 days. 50% of you have taken cruises no longer than 10 days. 29% of you say 11 to 21 days. 16% say 22 to 50 days. 5% have said over 50 days. Yeah, over 5% of you. See what I mean? More folks are coming into the show. All right, you ready for your next quiz? Here it comes. Get ready. Tell me the members of the Five Timers Club on Saturday Night Live. Tell me the names of hosts that have hosted Saturday Night Live at least 5 or more times in the history of the 50 years of Saturday Night Live. I got to think there are 30 episodes a year times 50 years. There's got to be 1,500 episodes. Is that wild when you think about that? How many episodes of Saturday Night Live have been on? Candice Bergen. Sharon, you are correct. Candice Bergen has done it 5 times. She's one of the original 5-timers. Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is a 5-timer, 5 times. Steve Martin. Yes, Steve Martin, 16 times. Steve Martin has hosted number 2 all time. Kevin, Justin Timberlake, 5 times. Absolutely. Making my way down to Snackoville or whatever it was called. Elliot Gould, Bruce, 6-timer. 6-timer in the early days. Jimmy Fallon. Has Jimmy Fallon hosted at least 5 times? Nope. Jimmy Fallon has not hosted at least 5 times. Former cast member. Alec Baldwin, number 1 all time, 17 hosting gigs for Alec Baldwin. Kevin is wondering about Martin Short. Yeah, 5-timer now, just joined the club. Tina Fey, yes, Tina Fey, 6-timer. Tina Fey.
Martin Short's been on 16 times.
Martin Short's been on 1 billion times, but Tina Fey, 6 times. Steve Martin, we've done. Tom Hanks, yes, 10-time hosting. Tom Hanks. Eddie Murphy. Nope. Eddie Murphy is not a 5-timer. I think Eddie Murphy has done it twice or once, just last couple of years. Christian Wiig. Yes, Christian Wiig is a 5-timer, former cast member. Amy Poehler. Has Amy Poehler hosted 5 times? Nope. Former cast member, but not a 5-timer or more. Chevy Chase. Ken. Yeah, Chevy Chase, 8 times he's hosted, mainly in the 70s, the 80s. Probably into the 90s. Alec Baldwin, all by himself, number 1. I'm looking for the first ever 5-timer who has done at least 10 hostings. And he was a writer. He was mainly a writer, but he did host in the early years. Probably the first 5 years is when he did his 10 times hosting. What about Melissa McCarthy, Bruce? 5-timer. Absolutely, Melissa McCarthy, 5-timer. I'm looking for a guy that has hosted now 7 times, and they love to imitate his voice on that show. What about Al Franken, Bruce? Is Al Franken a host? Nope, never a 5-timer. Conan O'Brien. Nope, not a 5-timer. Seth Meyers, has he been a host? Nope, not been a 5-time host. The coordinator of Get Smart, Buck something. Yes, a Buck Henry. Buck Henry, a 10-timer. He was probably the first 5-timer in my guess. John Belushi, no. John Belushi, not John, and his brother James, not either. More Cowbell, yes, that's who you're looking for. Who's that guy? More Cowbell. Meryl Streep, no. Elon, no. Emma Stone, has Emma Stone? Yes, she's hosted 5 times. She's a 5-timer. Will Ferrell, he's a 5-timer. Absolutely. I'm looking for the guy that took over for John Belushi as a blues brother in the second movie, Blues Brothers. Who was the blues brother with Dan Aykroyd? By the way, Dan Aykroyd is not a 5-timer either. This guy is the third highest on the list. 13 times he was a host. Jim Belushi. Christopher Walken. Yes, Christopher, 7 times. Are you afraid of ghosts? Yes, I need more cowbell.
He's the guy who needed more cowbell. Will Ferrell gave him.
That's right. Will Ferrell gave him the cowbell, and Christopher Walken he's in need of a prescription, and the prescription is more cowbell. John Goodman, yes, sir. John Goodman, 13 times, third highest on the list for hosting. I'm looking for a guy that was one of the actors in the TV show called Taxi. Anybody know who that guy is? Steve Carnell. I don't think there's a Steve Carnell in our list now. I'm looking for
He meant Steve Carell.
Steve Carell. No, I'm looking for one of the original, one of the cast members that was on the show for 4 of the 5 years, from the 2nd year to the 5th year. I'm looking for one of those guys who specifically was only on the show from season 2 till season 5, 4 times, 4 years. John Mulaney, yes, 6 times. Former writer. Danny DeVito from Taxi. That's right, Danny DeVito, 6-time host. I'm looking for the gal that is married to Colin Jost. She's now married to Colin Jost, who reads the Weekend Update News. What about Bill Murray? Yeah, it's Bill Murray. Bill Murray, 5-time host. Absolutely, that's who I was looking for. I'm looking for a guy named, I won't give him his nickname. I'm going to tell you that he used to be a football player. Then he became a pro wrestler. Then he became an actor. Who am I talking about? What about Andy Kaufman? No, Andy Kaufman never hosted. Scarlett Johansson? Yes, she's married to Colin Jost. She is a 6-timer, the Scarlett Johansson. I'm looking for the guy that co-starred with Matt Damon in one of their first ever movies, and they both won an Oscar for Best Screenplay way back when. The Rock, that's right, The Rock is who I'm after. I'm after Dwayne Johnson, a 5-time host, Dwayne Johnson. Ben Affleck, Ben Hooflack, yes, Ben Affleck, 5 times. The man, what was that? Mandu, the guy that ate the apple and Mango made fun of Ben Affleck and called him Ben Hooflack. Good Will Hunting. Who won the Oscar for Best Actor in Good Will Hunting? Who won the actual Oscar for that movie? Do you know? Okay, I'm looking for a guy who was on the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Wolves of Wall Street, and he had a fake penis in that show. Who am I talking about? What's that actor's name?
6 years old.
Oh, that's right. He plays the character. I'm 6 years old. What do I know? I'm just 6 years old. Robin Williams won Best Supporting Actor. Okay, I'll give it that. That's what I was thinking. Robin Williams, beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody. Matt Damon, and thank you very much. I am looking for the actor that played with Leonardo DiCaprio. Jonah Hill. Yes, I'm 6 years old. What do I know? 5-time host. 2 left. I'm looking for a guy who was a bartender on a comedy show that lasted 15 years, 12 years. And he was on that show for about 10 of them. He was the bartender on a TV show, sitcom, for 10 years. Also, I'm looking for a gal who was a movie star. She co-starred, I believe, with Jimmy Fallon in the movie that celebrated the Red Sox winning the World Series. I think that's who this is. Are you talking about Ted Danson? No. Are you talking about Woody Harrelson? Yes, I am. He was the bartender, Woody Harrelson. Yes. Danny DeVito, Drew Carey, and Woody. We got him. I need one more actress. The actor, and you got it, Sharon, you nailed it. Drew Barrymore. She now has a talk show. Drew Barrymore. Those are the 5-timers. Fever Pitch, says Eleanor. That was the name of the movie. Beautiful job. All right, 26 results all here. Number 1, Alec Baldwin, Steve Martin, John Goodman, Buck Henry, Tom Hanks, Chevy Chase, Christopher Walken, Elliot Gould, Danny DeVito, Drew Barrymore, Tina Fey, Scarlett Johansson, John Mulaney, Candice Bergen, Bill Murray, Justin Timberlake, Ben Affleck, Melissa McCarthy, Dwayne Johnson, Jonah Hill, Will Ferrell, Paul Rudd, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, Kristen Wiig, and Martin Short are your 5-timers. How about that? Thank you all for helping out. We've got another one coming up here. This one is 13 guesses. There's only 13 correct answers. This should not take long, but it might. Tell me the names of all the albums that the Beatles released. The original Beatle albums up until 1970, nothing past 1970 is required. What are the 13 albums that the Beatles released from the beginning to the end? Kevin, Abbey Road, that was the second last one. 1969 it came out. Kevin, the White Album. Yes, the White Album. That came out 1968, double album. A Hard Day's Night, named after the movie. That is correct. That was their third album in 1964. Kevin, Help, the second movie, the one in color. That is 1965, their fifth album all time. Abbey Lane, or Abbey Road, we've done it. Rubber Soul, Sharon is wondering, yes, 1965. Rubber Soul. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, 1967. Correct. Magical Mystery Tour, yes, 1967 as well. Magical Mystery Tour, absolutely. Kevin got Sgt. Pepper's as well. Sharon, the White Album, we've got it. Susan, Meet the Beatles. Actually, that might have been the name in England. It's slightly different than that. The White Album, Meet the Beatles, Revolver, yes, Revolver, 1966. Yellow Submarine, 1969. There are 4 left. Let It Be, the last ever album released for the Beatles, 1970. Let It Be. Yellow Submarine, we've got. There are now 3 left. They're all from 1963 or 64. And it's not Meet the Beatles. It's something else. There's 3 left to go, and you guys have hit the wall. The one that you're thinking is Meet the Beatles. It's actually called With the Beatles. Close, 1963. That was their second album. The first album was named after a song they did, believe it or not. The only album ever released, I believe. Well, it's not the only one. Hard Day's Night and Help, they did do, and they didn't do a song called Revolver, did they? No. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So there are albums named after songs. Yellow Submarine, Let It Be. This is their first ever album. I Want to Hold Your Hand. That was an early song, but that's not the name of the album. Nope. Please Please Me, a 1963, and one more, 1964. Beatles for Sale. Beatles for Sale, 1964. I remember an album called Beatles 65. I thought there was an album called Beatles 65, and another one called Something New, an album called Something New. But these could have been Canadian releases, maybe not U.S. releases. I Want to Hold Your Hand, I Want to Hold Your Hand. That was they're one of their first hits. Those are your Beatle albums. Please Please Me, With the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, Beatles for Sale, Help, Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles' White Album, Yellow Submarine, Abbey Road, and Let It Be. There you go. Okay, we have one more quiz. Just one more last quiz for all you quiz diehards. Let's see how you all do on this one. I'm going to say one more time, thank you, all of you, for helping out tonight with 39 responses in the poll question and thumbs ups, 40. This is the highest we've had in a long time. 40 thumbs ups. The 39 responders, thank you. 49% of the responders have said that the longest cruise I've ever had was less than 10 days. 31% said 11 to 21. 15% of you said 22 to 50 days long. And 5% said my longest cruise was over 50 days. Thank you all for helping out on the thumbs up and the poll question. All right, Susan, my little brother used my Meet the Beatles as a Frisbee and broke it. I think it was a U.S. release. Yikes. Yikes. That's worth a little bit of money. Okay, here's your last quiz of the day. Tell me the names of all the James Bond movies. Tell me the names of the James Bond movies. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Debbie, I just forgot how much I love these quizzes. I just forgot how much I love these. Welcome back as Goldfinger. Goldfinger. Yes, 1964. Goldfinger. Absolutely. Kevin, Octopussy. Yes. The movie Octopussy, 1983, with Roger Moore. Live and Let Die, says Sharon. Yes, Live and Let Die, 1973. Same with Eleanor. You got it. Roger, Quantum of Solace. Yes, 2008 James Bond movie. Kevin, Live and Let Die. We've done it. Jim Thomas, Tomorrow Never Dies. Yes, 1997, Tomorrow Never Dies. Moonraker, Jason is guessing Moonraker. That came out in 1979. Ken Koreka, Goldfinger, we got it. Eleanor, The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977, as opposed to The Spy Who Shagged Me. That's true. Casino Royale, Kevin and Roger are all over that one. Casino Royale, that came out in 2006. Casino Royale. You Only Live Twice. You Only Live Twice, 1967. You Only Live Twice. GoldenEye, 1995. View to a Kill, 1985. Spectre, 2015. Thunderball, 1965. Thunder Oil? No, Thunderball is what it was called. Thunderball, that's right. We're looking for more James Bond movies. Dr. No, the first one ever, 1962, Dr. No, came out.
Do you expect me to talk?
Do you expect me to talk? Oh, no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Oh, Dr. No. Her Majesty's Secret Service, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1969 was that movie. I'm looking for a 1963 movie still. I'm looking for 1971, 74, 81. I'm looking for more. Stephen Butler, there were 3 versions of Casino Royale. 4 if you count the original teleplay from the 1950s. How about From Russia with Love? Yes, number 2 movie, 1963. Jason, GoldenEye was also an epic video game. Those who know. Epic. Man with the Golden Gun. We've got it right here, 1974. The Man with the Golden Gun. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8 more movies, and we're done. Diamonds Are Forever. Yes, 1971. Correct. Do 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 do. What's the name of that movie? Do 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 do. Do you remember that song? Octopussy, we've done. Never Say Never Again. Never say never again. Never say never again. No, I think we've done this. Something close to this. I don't have Never Say Never Again. I don't have Never Say Never Again. Skyfall, 2012. We got it. The Spy Who Loved Me. We've done it. For Your Eyes Only. For Your Eyes Only. 1981. Yes. Now we're up to 1987, 89, 99, 2002, and 2021. We're into the last few here. The Living Daylights to 1987. Absolutely. The Living Daylights. Let's see here. There was the Live and Let Die movie. And then there's another one that kind of had a similar title with some of the words in Live and Let Die in the title that came out in 2002. If that helps anyone at all put something together. Yes. Another movie I'm looking for is, hang on a second, Octopus. No, we've done it. Another one I'm looking for goes, The Blank Is Not Blank. What is that one called? You Only Die Twice. No, Die Another Day is the one I'm looking for from 2002, but the blank is not blank. What's that one called? The World Is Not Enough. That is correct. Now I'm looking for two more. 1989, Blank to Blank. That's the title of that one, Blank to Blank. And the last one is No Blank to Blank. Those are the last two. Blank to Blank and No Blank to Blank. Anyone know the last two movies? 1989 and 2021 James Bond movies. Not seeing any results coming in. I think I may have drained some of you guys. No Time to Die. I think Kevin and Susan have it. Yes, No Time to Die is 2021. No Time to Die is correct. Leaving us one last one, Blank to Blank. License to Kill. It's License to Kill, correct. Jason, you nailed it. Those are all the movies of James Bond series. Let me repeat them one last time, and we'll call it a night.
As they always say at the end, though, to be continued.
To be continued. Dr. No was the first movie. From Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, No Time to Die. And there you are, everyone. Those are your trivia questions for this week as we conclude yet another telecast of your Monday night show here with Traveling with Bruce. I hope you enjoyed these. Pleasure bringing them to you. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Thank you again for all these thumbs ups. Thank you to do those trivia questions, everybody. Sharon, thanks to you and Jen for a great night. Have a wonderful week. Kevin, great fun, Bruce. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. Welcome back, you two, from your trip, Kevin and Sharon. Thank you all for being here. And again, the thumbs up meter is always appreciated. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful week. 42 thumbs ups. Look at that. And 43 votes on the poll question. We'll see you next Monday, everybody. Have a wonderful week. And bye to all of you. Susan R. and Jim Thomas. No Bakersfield answers this week. No
That's
Bakersfield. There you go. Thank you for
That was
your
the
content.
James Bond that's not released yet.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just not released.
Yes, A View to a Kill in Bakersfield. Yes, Jason, thank you. And Stephen Butler, now I'm hungry and I want to watch a band film. There you go. Get some cake and get some soup and cake and watch a movie on about a band, a spy thriller. See you later, everybody. Have a good one. Bye for now.
That's what I call the spot, Bill.